We've all seen them. The videos of tech billionaires and fitness gurus who claim that if you aren't waking up at 3:45 a.m., taking a 2-hour ice bath, meditating on a mountaintop, and reading 3 dense philosophical books before the sun comes up, you are destined for mediocrity. It's exhausting, isn't it? It makes you feel like you've already lost the day before you even open your eyes. But let me be entirely candid with you. That is not what creates success. Success isn't born from a punishing 50-step checklist that leaves you drained by breakfast. It's born from intentionality and momentum. Today, we are going to strip away the noise and the performative productivity. I'm going to give you the exact, realistic, no-nonsense morning routine you actually need to be successful. No ice baths required, unless you really want them. Before we get into the exact steps, we need to completely reframe how you look at the morning. Your morning routine has one job and one job only: to put you in a proactive state instead of a reactive state. Think about how most people wake up. The alarm goes off, maybe they hit snooze 3 times, already starting the day with an act of procrastination. Then, what is the very first thing they do? They grab their smartphone, they open social media, they check their email, they read the news. Within 3 minutes of being awake, they are letting the entire world dictate their mood, their priorities, and their stress levels. They are reacting to their boss's urgent email, reacting to the curated lives of influencers, reacting to a headline designed to make them angry or anxious. We are going to flip that entirely. You are going to own the first hour of your day so you can own the rest of your life. The first step is the biological reset. The moment you wake up, your body is severely dehydrated and your brain is flooded with sleep inertia. Do not reach for the coffee yet. I know, that sounds like a crime to many of you, but hear me out. Your brain needs water and light to signal that the day has officially begun. Get out of bed and drink a large glass of water, just plain water to rehydrate the engine. Then, get natural sunlight in your eyes as quickly as humanly possible. Open the blinds, step out on the balcony, or just look out the window for a few minutes. This isn't spiritual mumbo-jumbo. This is basic human biology. It sets your circadian rhythm, halts the production of melatonin, and signals your body to release cortisol naturally, the good kind of cortisol that wakes you up and makes you alert. Pair this light and hydration with just 2 to 5 minutes of physical movement. Stretch, do a few push-ups, do some jumping jacks, or just walk around the kitchen while the water runs. You aren't doing a grueling, sweat-drenched workout yet. You are simply telling your nervous system, we are online. You are forcing blood flow to the brain, washing away that groggy, heavy feeling that makes you want to crawl back under the covers. Now that your body is awake, we move to the second step, the mental anchor. We need to calibrate your mind. This is where people get bogged down in the idea that they need an hour-long, perfectly guided meditation session. You don't. What you need is 5 to 10 minutes of absolute, unbroken stillness. No phone, no podcasts, no music playing in the background. Just you. You can sit in silence on your couch, you can practice deep, intentional breathing, or you can write in a journal. The specific method doesn't matter as much as the environment. The goal here is to let your brain boot up without any external input demanding your attention. When you sit in silence, you give yourself the space to actually check in with yourself. How are you feeling today? What is your energy like? What are you anxious about? This brief window of stillness builds a mental buffer between you and the chaos of the world. It's a moment of profound peace that you can carry in your pocket for the rest of the day. When the afternoon gets stressful, you can draw on the calm you established first thing in the morning. Your body is awake, your mind is calm. Now it's time to get dangerous. We move to step 3, strategic alignment. Sit down with a physical piece of paper and a pen, not a digital app, not your notes folder on your phone, a real, tangible piece of paper. Write down the 1 to 3 things that will actually move the needle in your life, your career, or your business today. We are not making a grocery list. We are not making a list of mindless chores like taking out the trash or responding to trivial emails. We are looking for the heavy lifters. Mark Twain famously said that if the first thing you do each morning is eat a live frog, you can go through the rest of the day knowing the worst is behind you. What is your frog today? What is the major task you're avoiding? What is the project that will actually drive real progress and make you proud when your head hits the pillow tonight? Write it down. Circle it. By doing this, you are defining exactly what a successful day looks like before the day really gets going. You are setting the target. You can't hit a target you haven't clearly defined. Now we arrive at step 4. This is the secret sauce. This is the separator. This is what divides the people who just talk about success from the people who actually achieve it. You've identified your most important task, your frog. Now, before you open your email, before you check your text messages, before you let anyone else assign you their emergencies, you are going to spend 30 to 60 minutes doing that task. This is your deep work sprint. You put your phone in another room, you close all the unnecessary tabs on your computer, you shut the door, and you execute. Why do this now? Why not wait until you are fully settled into the workday? Because your willpower, your cognitive clarity, and your focus are at their absolute peak in the morning. Your brain hasn't suffered from decision fatigue yet. If you leave your most important, difficult task for 3 p.m., you will almost certainly find a creative excuse not to do it. You will be tired, emails will have piled up, and fires will need putting out. But if you knock that vital task out first thing in the morning, you have already won the day. Think about how incredibly powerful that is. Even if the rest of the day completely falls apart, even if every meeting runs late and everything goes wrong, you can look back and say, it doesn't matter. I got the most important thing done. That psychological win builds unbreakable momentum. Success is nothing more than stringing together enough of these small daily wins. Now, let's have a quick reality check. Life isn't perfect, and neither are you. There will be days when things don't go according to plan. There will be days when you accidentally oversleep. There will be mornings when the kids are screaming, the dog is sick, or you just wake up feeling utterly exhausted and defeated. On those days, do not abandon this routine completely just because you can't execute it perfectly. Perfection is the ultimate enemy of consistency. If you don't have a full hour for a deep work sprint, do 10 minutes. If you can't sit in silence for 10 minutes, take 3 deep, mindful breaths while you wait for your coffee to brew. If you can't step outside for sunlight, turn on the brightest overhead lights in your house. This routine is not a prison, it's a flexible framework. You scale it up when you have the time and energy, and you scale it down to the bare minimum when you are in survival mode. But you never completely surrender your intention behind it. You never willingly surrender your morning to reactivity. You don't need a complicated, expensive, or punishing routine to be incredibly successful. You just need to wake up, hydrate your body, find a brief moment of mental stillness, identify your most important priority, and relentlessly attack it before the world gets in your way. It is that simple. But remember, simple does not mean easy. It requires discipline. It requires you to consciously choose your long-term goals over your short-term comfort. It requires you to leave your phone on the nightstand, ignore the dopamine hit of social media, and face the day on your terms. Try this exact framework for the next 30 days. Don't overcomplicate it, don't tweak it, don't add 10 more steps to it. Just execute. Watch how your focus sharpens. Watch how much daily anxiety plummets. Watch how much faster you start moving towards the life you actually want. You already have everything you need to be successful right now. The momentum you are looking for is waiting for you. It all starts tomorrow morning. So set your alarm, leave the phone alone, and go get it.